Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and in today's video, we're going to have a little bit of fun, or we're going to try to anyways. I want to do a little bit of an event retrospective. So now that we're in September, I want to go back all the way to May, and I want to keep track. I want to go over every single month, and I want to tally up all of the events that we've had and what game mode that they've primarily, been using for those events. And I want to see at the end of this, how many of them are going to be in each game mode, and more specifically, how many of them are going to be in Blitz. Because as you all know, that tomorrow, Power of Attorney, which starts on Wednesday, I'll probably have the event video out Tuesday morning, is going to be another Blitz event. And we've had Stark R&D, which is Blitz, and we had Hulkbuster, which is Blitz. And so I want to know, how frequently are they actually using Blitz, or are we being punished for the month of September because of everything that's gone down? So, if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. We get to start here. This is A Force of Nature. The May Long event, some of you might remember this, is a Spider-Woman. And this is where it all began. And I want to take a look at some of the events that we've had. As you guys know, I use a very similar tally sheet for all my different months. It's actually in the same spreadsheet file. And so we have the major events anyways that we had. We had the Goblin Queen, which I just put in brackets as Blitz. But I have a separate web sheet. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I have my May sheet here. My event sheet, actually. I think it's... I might have it, actually. So this is Goblin Queen. This was a Blitz. We started with the A is for Allies, which is now Coordinated Assault. They changed the name on this. Victory Blueprint, and we also had the Sunday Blitz bug. Do you remember this? The Blitz Loss bug? This was at the end of the... No, actually it was in the week 2 of May. And where you would lose Blitzes and you would get currency. That was wild. And it only lasted for about 2 rotations before they took it down, but boy, that was messed up. The Chosen One, this was related to Darkhold, I think, still. And then we had the Nico Minoru event. So I want to go, I believe it's this one. Is it this tab? Yeah, okay, so, no, that's June. Did I screw it up? Maybe I lost it. Okay, so let's, okay, well, we just reviewed May, but let's, okay, so we had the Goblin Queen. I distinctly remember that. That's Madeline Pryor. So that's a Blitz event. So we're going to put a 1 here. And so if it's primarily that, and normally I know primarily what it is because of the event, and normally I have the math. I don't know what happened to my May math sheet. It might be on a different spreadsheet. And we had AS for Allies, so that's going to be energy spending. We're still going to count that, though, even though we get 2 of these per month. Victory Blueprint. Now, this is War, so this is primarily a war. It is energy spending as well. However, I'm going to count it as a War event. And then we had the Chosen One. I kind of remember this, kind of don't. I have Arena, Raid, and Blitz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a 0.5 to all of them. So I'm going to do 0.5 for Raids, 0.5 for Arena. And then A is for Allies. We got another one of those, which is Coordinated Assault. We're going to do that. And then we had the Nico Minoru event. Now, I can't recall what the Nico Minoru event was all about. And that's kind of unfortunate. Because I don't think I actually have it in here. That's Roland Rebel. This is, I don't believe I had this in my June stuff. Pride Inferno, yeah, that's in June as well. Why do I have it doubled up? Maybe I actually, oh, Mystic Portal. No, I do have it. Okay, this is weird. So, let's go back, actually. So, Victory Blueprint, that's fine. I guess I changed the names for some reason. This is the Ancient Arts Milestone. Now, A-Force Emblems. Okay, so this was an Arena and Blitz. Primarily a Blitz? Primarily a Blitz milestone. So we're going to count even the secondary milestones as well. So we're going to go into that, and we're going to do 2.5 for Blitz. This is the Mystic Portal web milestones. Now, if any of the web milestones are simply just energy spending, I'm going to just skip it over because they're pretty easy normally. Mystic Portal web milestone. Yeah, this is a raid milestone, so we'll add that in. So that's 1.5 for raids. The Chosen One milestone, there was 3 of them for this event. And this was the orb opening one, so I'm not going to count this because it's based on the other ones. Sister Grimm. Okay, now I remember things. So this is the Sister Grimm Nico Minoru event, and this required battling A-Force in War and raid battles with X-Men, which was, I think at the time it might have been unlimited, but maybe this was slightly before then. So we're going to do 0.5, we're gonna do a 0.5 for War and 0.5 for Raids. So we're gonna get 2.0 using weird 0.5 mechanics. The Enchanted Bloodlines milestone. Ooh. 3 times 2 day... 3 repeating 2 day Blitz milestone. Okay. Blitz with Young Avengers. Kind of vaguely remember this one. And so we're going to add that as a 1, though. So 3.5. Runaway Spell milestone. This was a 7-day milestone for that, so there's 3 for this event. This was Campaign Energy. So I'm not going to include this because I think this may have been the web milestone. And it didn't really seem all that... You know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a 0.5. So, you know, there's just so many of these milestones going around, right? Like, a lot of the events have, like, 3 milestones within it, and it's just crazy, right? How much shit's going on. So that should be all of it for May. So let's move on to June. This was Dazzler's month-long event. And we had the items, of course. Now we have 4 items rather than 3. Victory Blueprint for week 1. We had the Pride Inferno week 2. And then Ace of Raids, the Gambit Raid. You guys, I'm sure, remember that one from week 3. So let's go on. We do have Coordinated Assault, 2 of those. So you know what? We're going to add that in there. It's a bit of a cop-out, really, because it is every month. And then we have the Victory Blueprint this month as well. So that's going to go into 2.5. But yeah, that's going to be a full war event. And then we're going to go into this, which is my June spreadsheet, which I do have. We're going to go to the top. We're going to skip Coordinated Assault because we know how to do that. And Victory Blueprint, we're going to skip that as well. Then there was this Unstoppable 4. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I remember that you could do this. I'm not going to add that, actually. This was a side milestone that actually ran alongside Victory Blueprint, but it was on the web. And it was pretty easy to clear anyway. So the Pride Inferno milestone was kind of like the first major one. And that involved spending campaign energies for 69 points. Do you guys remember that? Because I sure do. That was messed up. But hey-oh. And then, so energy and... Oh, was it entirely energy? That one was entirely energy? Pride Inferno. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, in the orb fragments. Yeah, they're right. So I'll give it a 0.5 for energy spending. Rising Stars web milestone. This was Blitz with Up and Comer. So I kind of remember this one. It was, wow, 6.8 rotations. That's a lot. So we're definitely going to give that to Blitz. So 4.5 for Blitz. Another one for Blitz. And, oh, that's it. Am I in the wrong... Rolling Rebel what happened? Where did all my stuff go? Did it start delete? Did my spreadsheet start deleting? I swear I had more than that. Okay, well, 2 months in a row. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, so maybe I had a different spreadsheet for when I did it. Now I know it's on July. So let's take a look though. We had the Pride Inferno, so that was that. And then we had Ace of Raids for 2 weeks, right? So we know that. You know what? That's going to get a 2. I'm going to give it 2 points. Because it was 2 weeks worth of raids, so I equate basically one event as 1 week. So we're going to get 2 points for that. So they haven't really used a lot of Arena lately. I guess it's not that common. I think it did show up, though, in Summer of Thunder, but I could be wrong. So that was there. Did I... No, Ace of Raids. I think I have that in a separate sheet because I remember how bad the Gambit raid was, and so I did make a separate spreadsheet for that opposed to this one here. So let's move on to Summer of Thunder. This is July. Now, this is the Sunfire event. Victory Blueprint for week 2 for the item, for the Helm of Victory, and the Gauntlets of Heroes in Valkyrie week 4. That was Rise of the Valkyrie or something. And then we had the Space Viking event as well, which is on week 3, which was just more currency. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Space Viking, yep, okay. And the Thor costume, that's right. So that I do have everything for this. We can scroll to the top. The Solar Sizzler event. You guys remember this. It's the Sunfire Unlock event. So this was primarily war and raids. Okay. So... And there was 2 other milestones as well, which is, I'm sure, is Blitz as well. So I'm going to give it 0.5 for war and 0.5 for raids, because that was actually there as well. The Heat Storm milestone. Now this... Cosmic Crucible. I didn't even think to add that in there. This was like the only time we ever had a Cosmic Crucible milestone. I'm going to give it a 1. I don't think we've ever had a Cosmic Crucible milestone outside of this one. I think it was like a one-time thing. I do remember this one, because I made a specific video about people putting up hand minions, which some people did actually, but not everyone did, and I will move on from that though. And you had to use an unlimited dex event for that as well. So I do remember that very clearly. The Blazing Sun milestone, a 2-day milestone solo for Blitz. And it happened after the Heat Storm, so yep, Blitz with Wakandans. I do remember that one as well, so that's going to get a 5.5. Raid, surprisingly, is a bit higher up there as well. Too hot to handle. Okay, this was just a weird campaign energy spending milestone. I'm not going to add this because that's pretty easy. Victory Blueprint. Did I add I'm not sure if I added this one in yet, but we're going to add it in again. Now, of course, we don't have Victory Blueprint anymore, so that's kind of funny too. Interstellar Longship milestone. Now, this was the Space Viking, Blitz, and Arena. So Arena battles plus Blitz Sams is primarily... I'm going to give it a 0.5 for Arena, because I believe the majority of the points here did kind of come from blitzing. So, yep, that's going to get a... In this instance, I'm going to give 1 point to Blitz and 0.5 to Arena. So we get 6.5 for Blitz. Electric Acer Web Milestone. Raid Battles Daily. Okay, I do remember this. And it did give fragments. I don't know why there's question marks on there. Probably because the blog post was fucked up, and I had not sure if they ever did fix that or not. So we're going to give 1 point to raids as well, and then we're going to give the Space Viking milestone. This was the orb opening, I'm pretty sure, that you required Mjolnir fragments and crap. Oh wait, is there more blitzing? I can't quite remember. Maybe this was just an orb opening event. I think this was an orb opening milestone, so we're going to skip that one. Party in Paradise. Now, I do remember that one. That's the Valkyrie... Oh, what happened there? There we go. Okay, sorry. Party in Paradise. So that was the Valkyrie costume milestone. Total party animal orbs. This was related to the campaigns as well. This was the first time they started doing this, actually, with Valkyrie and then again with Visions event. So this was a spend power core. Oh, I didn't even think to add that in. Power core. We haven't had like a pure power core event in a while. So we're going to put 1 for power cores. And then this, because it was kind of power cores anyways, because you needed to spend event energy, more event energy to get the animal orbs, the event orbs as well. And then the Midgard Mash, yeah, that was blitzing. Blitzing with party animal characters. Yep, so I remember that one as well. And then we had the Cosmic Celebration, just some campaign energy, so that wasn't too bad. It was mostly the Midgard Mash, though, and earning fragments, which I guess, yeah, it's not quite an energy spending. Pure energy spending is just, you know, ISO 8 coordinates, all those kind of things. Yeah, I think that's everything for that one. So Party in Paradise, is that it? That was it for the month of July. So let's go on finally for Techno Future. And this is the Deathlock event, which we just had recently, of course. This is where they also changed the events to 4 weeks of items. The Laser Pistol, Jet Boot, Adamantium Arm, and the AI Response Matrix with the events there. Ride of the Valkyrie, another one. Maybe that was the costume. That was the Valkyrie costume event. And then we had Victory Blueprint, and then we had Visions of Tomorrow, the Viv event, of course, and then we had the Hulkbuster event. So, moving into the actual events itself, we had Avenging Asgard. This was a 7-day event. This was a Blitz event with wins with Hero... Actually, it was just Asgardians. It wasn't Hero Asgardians. I remember this one as well. This one was fucked up because they allowed for Hela and Loki as well in this one here too. So that gets a full 1.0. Shield Maiden Mayhem. You know what? I actually remember this too because people were complaining about not being able... People who were number 1 who weren't able to actually like get out of number 1 to do their attacks. That was... And you needed to actually get 6 arena battles in per 24 hours as well. The Ride of the Valkyrie, that was the orb opening, so we're not going to add that in anywhere. Victory Blueprint, another one for 1 here. Now, you know, all the instances where war shows up, this is primarily like Victory Blueprint, with the exception, I think there was the A-Force one in May, and I think there is going to be another. I know there is going to be another war-related stuff with A-Force again for the Power of Attorney event, so do keep in mind for that one as well. Victory Blueprint, yeah, so we added that in, and then after that, the Visions of Tomorrow, that was the orb opening and more cores, so very similar to the Ride of the, not Ride of the, whatever, the one from July, at the end of July there, so I'm going to put that under Power Cores, and actually, yeah, that was just the orb openings, that was specifically the Iron Willed orbs, and that's fine. Vessel of Victory, a 2-day Blitz milestone, 3 days repeating. This is blitzing with Iron Willed, so that definitely gets another point there. And there was finally, yes, the Artificial Emulation Web milestone. Not going to include that. So Hulkbuster, we absolutely know that Hulkbuster was a Blitz style event, right? I don't even need to go over this, do I? It was quite complex though, the full milestone. Because you did get points for... It was about fragments, about earning the fragments, really. And that's how you got the points for that. And of course there was luck with the drops, and so it was just mass blitzing. So I almost want to give it 2 points, but I'm going to give it just 1 for that one. And this one here is, yeah, it really was just blitzing. But then there was this Armored Architect milestone. That was the 7-day solo for power cores. 1 point for that. And the Mechanized Might web milestone, campaign, and ISO 8 energy. Now, I am going to give that actually a point here, because I kind of want to give power core. I'm going to give power cores a 0.5 here, because a lot of this you did actually end up using your power cores to get more energy. And actually this was not super important, but yeah, a lot of people did spend on this. This Hulkbuster event was just absolutely garbage, and we know that. It's still fresh in our minds. It was literally just like a week or 2 ago now at this point. So it hasn't been very long since this ended. So that's everything. Ignore this. I kind of repeated the table again. Yeah, I changed something up. So that's interesting. You know, going into September, of course, with Abomination, I'm not going to add to this yet, but this is 4 months. 4 months of events. And you can see that Blitz is almost double the amount of anything else. War, this is just Victory Blueprint. And raids, they do use this from time to time. I actually wish that they would do this more, because it's a lot easier, obviously, to accomplish when you only have to do, I don't know, like 16 to 20 raid attacks, which you're already doing per day. The difference is everything, like all of this stuff, is, for the most part, things that you're already doing. It's the Blitz that gives the low quality screen time. And I had no idea, actually, what the tally would be before going into this. And it seems like we are getting about twice as many Blitz events than we are any other game mode. And so this is their metric of showing us low quality screen time, and you know what they think about the player base, because they want you in and on the game every 2 hours or as much as possible, because that's a huge metric for them. The more you're on the game, the more you're possibly spending. And I think this is really interesting, really, as a breakdown, to kind of show you like what they use as what game modes for their events, because going forward, that's pretty much what we're going to have to get used to. And we're seeing this a lot more this month in September. We're seeing it with not only the Hulk Hunter, which just recently happened, we're seeing it right now with Stark R&D, and we're seeing it again with the Power of Attorney event, which is going to be starting on Wednesday at store reset time. So of course, look out for that event video, which is going to be coming out pretty soon. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you surprised? Are you not surprised? Maybe you're not. But I wish that we just didn't have to do it as much on blitzing. And it's really crazy. It really is. So that's the end of this video, and of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.